Good morning, everybody. It's Angela and Dave at Wyllie's Travel Adventures. I hope you're all well today. Well, we decided to go on a magical mystery tour because we need to keep up with these vlogs for the channel. So I think we're going to go into the Lake District, which is only less than an hour away. We've got the lakes on our doorstep and we never seem to go, do we?
Never go there.
No, probably because it's always too busy. So
and expensive.
And expensive, yeah. But we thought we'd go down to Ullswater and show you round. Go to the towns of Glenridding and Patterdale maybe and see what happens after that. Yeah, we haven't made any plans really. We just thought we'd wing it as we go along.
Well, this is it.
It's just something to get out the house really. But there was me watching the Oscars till 3 in the morning. So I'm a wee bit tired, but I'm sure I'll be all right. Okay, so we'll see you all later when we get there.
Bye the now.
Bye the now. So we made it to Lake Ullswater now. And we're heading to Glenridding and then Patterdale, and then I think we'll mosey on down to Windermere after that. This is the second largest lake in the Lake District. Windermere is the first largest. Very peaceful today. Beautiful scenery in the Lake District. We don't come often enough really. So we'll mosey on further down to Glenridding now. So we've made it to the pretty little village of Glenridding. So we have one or two hotels. That one's called Inn on the Lake over there. And you can get the steamer from here and it goes to Wyllie Bridge and it goes up to Era Falls. You can get a round trip or you can get one-way trips and walk back. Depends where you're at, whether you're at Wyllie Bridge or here. Got the Ullswater Inn over there, straight ahead. So you got a few little outdoor shops and a mini market. And you've got the corner shop there. Had a few ice creams out of there before. I remember when all this flooded a few years back. Yeah. Town was in a bit of a mess. Ullswater Inn. That's the front of the corner shop. It sells all sorts. You should take a picture of the. Just having a bit look at the timetable while we're here. One of these days I'll get on a boat. So that's the map. And it stops off at Longtown Pier and also Wyllie Bridge Pier. It takes about 2 hours altogether or thereabouts. So it's quite a nice wee journey. So the steamers have been going since 1859. That's a long time ago. This board just tells you the history. 2019 was the 160th anniversary. They're all different boats. Ullswater is also known as the Dark Lake. In medieval times, monsters were believed to live in the dark waters. This is where Donald Campbell broke his speed record back in 1955. So guys, if you want to use the toilet in the car park, it's 50p a go. So we've just been to a cafe my daughter used to like coming to when she lived down in the Lake District. She worked at Patterdale in the youth hostel, and we were always down here at one point. Lovely part of the world. So we're gonna mosey on now to our next stop, a whistle-top tour of some of the lakes. Maybe it's just 2 of the lakes, but we'll see. So I got up rather late, was staying up till 3 watching the Oscars.
What?
So we're up on Kirkstone Pass now. Good job there's not very many cars up here. Look at that view down there of Windermere. Beautiful. So we're down at Lake Windermere now. Bowness on Windermere. We didn't stop off at Windermere town, we just come to Bowness. It's lovely now, lovely day. And this is the largest lake in the Lake District. So I think we're going to try and find somewhere to eat before we do anything else. We've got a 2-hour slot free parking. There's one of the cruise ships. Boat. Cruise boat. It's not a ship, Angela, get it right. Coming in. So we've just had our lunch in that place there. It's called the Driftwood. David had fish and chips, I had a pizza. His fish and chips was $12.95, my pizza was £14, which we didn't think was too bad for Lake District prices. So we're just going to have a wander around. Isn't it lovely? Oh, there's a big boat coming in as well. Should we have a look at that? There's the big boat coming in. We might see how much the cruises are. Maybe have a cruise here. We shall see. It's very nice though down here. It's a while since we've been. You just walk randomly along the street and here's 2 swans just on the path. Not going to get too close because they can be a bit unpredictable. Oh, one's asleep. Fancy buying us a boat, David?
Yeah, well.
Huh?
If you behave yourself, I might think of it.
Especially the bigger one, eh?
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
No point in buying a wee thing.
No, the bigger one would do.
Right, that'll do.
Look at all these ducks and geese and swans and...
Hello. There's loads of birds here. As long as they don't bite where ankles, we'll be fine. The size of them swans. And there's a baby one over there, which is nearly as big as its parents. Lots of eateries around here, amusements over there, lots of boat hires, boat trips. It's a good time to come because it's not as busy as the summer. Yeah, good time to come. Yeah, it's quite busy. Obviously in the summer it'll be chock-a-blocker. Just going to have a look and see how much the cruises are while we're down here, and maybe have one, or if not we'll come back again and do one with the channel. So this is the map of the cruises that you can get. You can get quite a few different ones, but it just shows you the size of the lake, and it points out places of interest around the lake as well. So you got Ray Castle, and you got Ambleside. This one of them takes you to Ambleside. So we're at Bowness Pier. And you've got Bell House. Oh, Bell Island is the largest island in Windermere, so it's got a house on it. Huh? Then you've got Cliff Station, a viewing station. Then you've got Stores Hall down there.
I mean, doing that one day.
Which was...
Railway.
Oh yeah. Steam Rail, Lakes Aquarium and Lakeside Hotel there. That's the southernmost pier on Lake Windermere. And then you've got Felfoot Park, so there's lots of places to visit. And there you go. It's a big hotel. We think it's a hotel up there. That's big. So Windermere is 10 miles long. So there's a 45-minute circular cruise of the lakes and the islands. That just shows you where we are. So we've just bought 2 tickets to have a cruise up to Ambleside and back again. We're not staying there. We've just come back straight away. We could get off and have a look round, but we can do that another day, go to Ambleside. Or we might go to Ambleside after we've left here. We'll see what time we're on by then. So it costs £17.50 each, was it? £17.50 for a return journey, and it lasts for 75 minutes, so it's quite a long time. 35 minutes up there and 35 minutes back. So we should get some good shots on the way. So we're on the boat now. Nice and clean and warm in here. Yeah. And we're off, everybody. That over there with the grey dome is a house, and it's on the biggest island in Windermere Lake.
Bring your old beer glass then.
As we sail along the lake, we'll point out things of interest along the way. But for those wanting a more in-depth commentary, we have a guidebook available called Cruise on Windermere. And this delves into Windermere's flora and fauna, as well as giving a bit more background to the sights you'll see along the shoreline. Packed with colour pictures and over 40 fact-filled pages, this souvenir guide is available from the T-bar or the ticket collector for just £2 a minute. Sit down.
It's a nice relaxing boat trip. The boat's electric, so you can hardly hear it. So we're on the widest part of Windermere now, and it's a mile long, or a mile wide. Get it right, woman. Nice houses and things along the shore. fancy place over there.
The large building on the right here is the Blackhill Chase. Built in 1895, it's a private mansion to a family of cotton merchants from Lancashire. The ornate boathouse on the shoreline belongs to it, and was originally built as the butler's quarters. The boathouse was built also to house the steamboat Wyllie, now known as Branson, kept in the Windermere Jetty Museum further down the lake. The Howard family sold the building during the Depression in the late 1920s, and it was converted into a hotel, which opened in 1950.
Lots of hotels and things along the water's edge. What a lovely little trip. Definitely gonna do it again when the weather's better. But it's not too cold. At least it's not raining, that's the main thing.
The White Hotel on the right here is the Lowood Bay Resort and Spa. The oldest part of the current building dates back to 1859, but there's been an inn on the site here since as early as 1702.
Forget the ospreys here in the summer.
The mountain range ahead of us is known as the Fairfield Horseshoe. At its summit, it rises to 2,863 feet above sea level. It's where one of the two main glaciers that carved out the lake originated.
So we're coming into the pier at Ambleside. You can get out and get a later ferry, but we're just heading straight back because time's kicking on. It's been really relaxing.
Green sign.
Hi guys, we're just waiting for the boat to leave Ambleside. It's been a nice relaxing trip. Boat's electric, so you can hardly hear it. So yeah, you could have stopped in Ambleside and could have got a later one back, but we're conscious of what we have to do and where we have to be and basically go home. But yeah, it's lovely. Come on a boat trip to Windermere. This is the closest David and I will ever get to cruising, probably. But you never know. You never know. But yeah, it's been lovely and the weather's been fine. So yeah, so I'll turn you back around when we set off. We've come indoors because it's quite nippy outside now. So we've got David sitting right next to a heater, so he's happy. I'm sitting behind him to do the filming on the way back. Job's a good one. So we'll see you when we get back to Bowness on Windermere.
A mile, or 1.6 kilometres at its widest, and up to 220 feet, or 67 metres at its deepest. We're southbound for Bowness, and we'll be arriving in around 25 minutes.
fish so hard, and, you know they've got pike and,
As we sail along the lake, we'll point out things of interest along the way, but for those wanting a more in-depth commentary, we have a guidebook available called Cruise on Windermere, and this delves into Windermere's flora and fauna, as well as giving a bit more background to the sights you'll see along the shoreline. Packed with coloured pictures and over 14 fact-filled pages, the souvenir guide is available from the tea bar and ticket collection for just £2.50. Now we're underway, the bar is open. Situated downstairs at the Moving Saloon, it sells tea, coffee, hot chocolate, soft drinks, beers, wines and spirits. We also sell crisps and a range of chocolates and sweets. Please note that the bar will close a few minutes prior to arrival. Leaving Ambleside in water-led behind us, we're turning to head south on Windermere. To the right, between the trees and the reeds, is the mouth of the River Rother, one of the main feeds of the lake. It's joined just upstream by the River Wyllie, and they flow in as one. The Rother drains the two smaller lakes of Grasmere and Rydal, whilst the Wyllie drains the Langdale Valley. Once the water has entered the lake, it takes around 9 months to flow to Fell Foot, where it drains out through the River Leven, dropping 138 feet over 7 miles into Rocker Bay and eventually the Irish Sea.
another hotel then.
The vessel you're travelling on today is the diesel electric vessel Swim. Constructed in 2020, she's the largest vessel built for services on the lake since the Swan of 1938. Her builders were the Dutch firm Diamond, and she was constructed at Lakeside using sections brought by road from Europe. Her diesel generators provide the electricity required to power everything on board, including the propulsion units. At 100 feet in length, she is slightly shorter than her older sisters, but she's well equipped for year-round service. She was lifted onto the lake on the 11th of December 2019 and entered service in late 2020. She's named after an older vessel that served on the lake between 1900 and 1981 before being laid up and eventually scrapped just before the millennium.
See at the front now as well.
No.
we're back in the car now. My phone's about to die, so I thought I'd just say goodbye.
Bye-bye.
We've had a lovely day. We haven't had a look in any of the towns or anything. Well, apart from Glenridding, we had a little look around, but there's not a lot there. We'll come back again and do another one. I hope you enjoy this vlog and the video on the water, going to Ambleside in the boat. Anything you want to say?
Good.
Yeah.
It's been a good day.
Please like and subscribe. We do need the subscriptions. It's free.
Yep.
You don't have to pay anything. Just, you know, we want to keep the vlog going, the channel going. We don't want to give it up really, but if we don't get the 1,000 by the time we come back from America, we might have to give it up.
But anyway,
But anyways, I hope you enjoy this video as much as we enjoyed making it.
it's been grand.
Yeah, and we'll see you on the next one. Take care,
Bye.
everybody. Bye for
Bye.
now.
Bye.